Okay, this is chapter 59 of The Night Singer. 59. The minute the video came to an end, Eric watched it again from the beginning. Daniel's mother was on her way to the station, and Daniel had gone down to meet her. Eric couldn't glean any more from their expressions alone. He needed to know what they were saying. His phone buzzed, and he wondered if it was Hannah. She had disappeared 15 minutes earlier, and he had no idea where she had gone. Eric sighed as he read the message from Cypria. Now Mom just called to ask if she can borrow a jacket. I have to work right now. Eric regretted the message the minute he hit send, and Cypria replied exactly how he had thought she would. Great support you are. He thought she was overreacting in relation to both his message and her parents, but he had tried to have that conversation before and it hadn't helped. Her parents were easygoing, pleasant people to be around, and nothing she had told them about her childhood seemed to explain why she found them such hard work. Yadu might have been strict and absent, but Ivaka had let Cypria do whatever she wanted, providing she worked hard at school and did her chores at home. Sorry, Eric replied, but I really do. This time Cypria didn't reply. He knew he had probably managed to buy himself a few hours of peace, but at what cost? Hannah came back into the room, and he noticed her body language seemed different. It was as though she had been to the doctor and found out that the tumor was benign. She came over to him. Where have you been? He asked. Ove's office. Marcus Johansson was on Oland on Wednesday, and I think I saw his car in Mockelmison. But not him? No. Eric showed her the CCTV footage and explained that a woman who knew how to lip read was coming in to help them. Whatever he's saying there, we need to get him in for an interview, said Hannah. I'll call him. What did Ove want? Asked Eric. Hannah had been gone for just a little too long to have spent the entire time talking to Ove about Marcus Johansson, but she simply gave him a quick shake of her head and walked to her desk. Daniel and his mother stepped into the room. Eric, this is Gunnel. Though the color of her hair was different, Daniel's was dark, his mother's blonde, they looked remarkably alike. Both had the same straight nose and the same rounded cheeks, and both were smartly dressed. Daniel was wearing jeans and a shirt, Gunnel a pair of suit trousers and a pink V-neck top. Eric held out a hand in greeting, suddenly realizing that he didn't know what to do next. You can talk to her, said Daniel. Just make sure you look at her while you do it. Like I said, she can lip read. He and his mother smiled. They were probably used to this. Daniel actually seemed different around her, softer somehow. Eric had heard him talk about his mother before, but he had no idea she was deaf. Daniel came from Rockinby, just to the north of Kalmar, and his parents still lived there, as did one of his two sisters. Thank you for coming in so quickly, said Eric. Gunnel signed a reply, and Daniel translated for her. Not a problem. I've got plenty of time these days. I'm retired. I've booked an interview room, said Eric, so we won't be disturbed. When he made the booking, he had forgotten all about her being deaf. She wouldn't be bothered by the clattering of computer keys or the hum of conversation in the office. Still, he led her to the room and hit play on the computer. Gunnel focused on the video, her hands still. Only once the clip ended did they begin to move. What did she say? That she needs to watch the clip again. It's tricky to see exactly what he's saying because he's so upset. She also wants a pen and paper so she can write it down. Eric grabbed a pen and paper for Gunnel and restarted the clip. 10 minutes later, after he'd shown her the video for a third time, she had managed to jot down the conversation. Marcus was part of it anyway. All that was visible of Joel was the back of his head and the side of his face as he hurried off. I just want you to be happy. Yes, actually, even though I know it doesn't feel that way now. You need to tell someone. Start with your mom. Things can't get any worse than they already are. Why are you saying that? You're being very unfair right now. Joel, wait. It was as Marcus said those last words that he reached out and touched Joel's shoulder. Joel angrily shook it off, and Marcus's face contorted in pain. Eric thanked Gunnel, and she signed to her son, who replied with his hands. What did she say? Asked Eric. She wanted to know if that was who killed him. And what did you tell her? To stop being so damn nosy. Also, that she could have lunch on the police.